Hello, and welcome to Real Talk with Rachel. Today I'm talking about the difficulty of being both a parent, specifically a mother, and yourself. We've progressed somewhat in our expectations of mothering, but not far enough. Women still feel the need to give all of themselves to their kids. It's an unspoken expectation in our society. If they have to choose between helping a kid with homework and getting a little reading done, they'll choose helping a kid with homework because the kid's needs come first, right? As women, we're conditioned to meet everyone's needs before our own. The first time I heard the saying, "You have to put on your own oxygen mask before you can help other people put theirs on," I cried. Because with what time? When did I have time to put on my oxygen mask? I have 6 kids who were born within 8 years. At one point, I had a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old, and newborn identical twins. It was madness. Taking care of myself meant trying to squeeze in a 5-minute nap, which, by the way, never happened with twins. I'd get one to sleep and the other would wake up screaming. I'd get that one to sleep and the first one would wake up screaming. What happens when you give all of yourself to your kids is that you begin to quietly slip away behind the overwhelming needs in your house. You feel invisible, which leads you to wonder if you matter, which leads you to wonder if anyone would even notice if you disappeared. It's particularly toxic for people with depression. I came to a point in my mothering where I wondered, who am I anymore? What do I enjoy doing? Why don't I do more of it? I felt angry and sad and frustrated and dry. I missed the me I had been before becoming this new me who walked around with snot on her shoulder and legs heaped with children who wanted to ride up the stairs and a brain so heavy with to-dos I could barely think straight. I want to be clear here. I was not angry that I had children. I love my children. They are awesome people and bring so much joy and so much frustration, it must be said, to my life. I wouldn't change a thing or give a single one of them back. But I needed to find me. So I quit the job that made me physically ill and started writing again. I started running longer and longer distances, which allowed me time to think. I started teaching my children how to butter bread and make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and pack their own school lunches so I could take some extra minutes to myself. I realized I didn't have to do everything for them. I didn't have to make sure their worlds were perfect. I didn't have to step in every time an argument broke out, which was about every other minute, because they needed to learn conflict resolution themselves. And I learned that I didn't have to love mothering every single minute. It goes by so fast. Yes, I know this. But not every moment is a good one. It's not meant to be. We don't learn to appreciate the really beautiful moments if we don't also experience the ones that make us wonder what we were thinking when we decided to have another kid. And I learned that I didn't just have to be a mother. I could be myself too. I could read and run and write and talk with friends and call my mother and take long walks with my husband. We can let ourselves really crumble around the guilt when we pursue our own thing outside of our children. I know. I wrestle with it every time my work comes into conflict with something my children want to do. The words, "I can't be a chaperone at your field trip this year," are really, really hard to tell an 8-year-old. But we are people too. We deserve to have our own lives too. We're not being selfish. We do enough for our kids. We're not missing out. When I allow myself to be both a mother and a person, I show my kids that I'm not just mama, I'm also Rachel. And Rachel really likes to read and write and run and talk with her friends and call her mother and take long walks with Ben. And I hope that in their future, they'll see what it's like to be both a parent and themselves. And they'll give themselves permission to be themselves, whatever that looks like for them. Life definitely changes when we have kids. Things shift. We shift and change. but we're not required to lose ourselves or give up everything that's important to us. Go be yourself. It's the best parent you can be. Thanks for listening to my Real Talk. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for videos about books and writing and more videos like this. See you next time.